Well, last night during Peter Dutton's budget speech, as we were just talking about, he set up one clear area where the opposition wants to draw a line in the sand and say that Labor have got it wrong, and that came to energy. Labor's banking big time on green hydrogen being our ticket to reach lofty emissions targets, but as many experts were quick to point out, it's a bit of a gamble, and the proposed $2 billion set aside could end up just lining the pockets of billionaire Andrew Twiggy Forrest. Dutton, on the other hand, he wants the nuclear option back on the table. I've been pushing this for a long time. He's pushing for small modular reactors. And as he pointed out, it's the 21st century. The days of Chernobyl and 3 Mile Island fear-mongering need to end. Joining me now to discuss this is Energy Policy Institute of Australia Executive Director Robert Pritchard. Robert, welcome. I think it's welcome to hear from the opposition leader, particularly to hear this, but is he really being serious about this, or is this just rhetoric to create a point of difference? We just had 9 years of coalition government and they didn't do anything about nuclear energy.
Well, that's true, but what happened in the House this week was that the Treasurer took it upon himself to make a provision in the budget for splashing around a huge amount of money on, as you say, the technology of the moment, which is hydrogen. But the reaction that you got from the opposition when Mr Dutton replied was that we should be looking at nuclear. And it's not because of nuclear being so distinguished by itself, it's the fact that nuclear has never been given a run here. There's been no consultation with the people. And I think the turning point last night was that Mr Dutton said something which indicated to me the emergence of people power when it comes to energy in this country. We don't want any more politicians deciding which is the right technology and how much money they should be throwing at it in an annual budget. We want proper, thorough, painstaking reviews of all the options that are available to us, and for that we need people power. And there's two aspects of that I'd like to share with your viewers. One is that the trade unions have been pestering, I might use that word advisedly, the Energy Policy Institute of Australia to push for nuclear power for the last several years. And I keep saying to the trade unions, well, look, your parties, the Labor Party, you should be asking your own party to do this.
Yes.
No, they say, they won't listen to us. You know, we're the representatives of the workers and everything else, but our own party won't listen to us on political grounds. Now, how appalling is that?
Ridiculous.
Now, that's just the first example, and we've had that for the last 5 years. And I've even had trade unionists writing letters in my association journal about this and complaining about it. But no one takes any notice, or the Labor Party certainly hasn't. But what's happened next week is actually more important than what Mr Dutton announced last night, and that is that there's an initiative which is going to be implemented as of 9 a.m. on Monday morning in the House of Parliament, whereby a Senate committee, which was initiated by Senator Canavan from Queensland, is going to interview a whole series of witnesses on the merits of the nuclear option. The important point I want to emphasise is that this comes as a result of a paper being issued by, or an invitation being issued by, the Senate committee, and full credit to the Senate committee for doing this, to put in their submissions as to what they think should be Australia's energy future. Not much publicity was given to it, but the submissions flocked in. There were 144 submissions, and I've read most of them. And most of them are in favour of nuclear power as an option that's been overlooked and should be looked at seriously as of now.
I know. It's a joke that it's still banned in this country, and that's why there's no investment or no real effort to do anything, because no one can actually make any money out of it. It's not worth their time looking at it because it's banned. We need to unban it and the market will decide. If all these people who keep saying, oh, nuclear energy is not viable, well, if it's not banned, the market will work it out. Robert Pritchard, thank you for your time tonight.